Hello, everybody. My name is Todd Ronan, and I'm joined with Liz Cross. And I thought we could talk about sort of an ongoing project of bringing gods and goddesses in from the past and figuring out what drives them, what motivates them, if they're real, if they're energetic, or if they're an alien. How you doing, Liz?
Good, thank you. I'm waiting to see what surprises are in store for us now.
I do want to say, if you enjoy what Liz is doing, please consider going over to her Patreon, and it's patreon.com psychic Liz Cross, isn't it?
No, it's close. It's Patreon/remote viewing and beyond. And you also have a Patreon, and you teach remote viewing, and you run CTT groups with me, and you do lots of different things as well. So don't forget to check out Ronan at realityforecast.com.
Thank you. That's good. Is there an entity or an energy that we can connect with regarding Anubis, the Egyptian god?
It's actually a collective.
That's an interesting new phenomenon that I don't think we've encountered before. A collective of multiple incarnations and energy, or what is it like?
It's a collective of multiple energy sources.
So Anubis, if you don't know, played a key role in the judgment of the descendants, the deceased heart, and the heart of the deceased would also be weighed against the feather of Mot, representing the truth and justice. So, is that story of balancing the truth of the heart and acceptance into eternal life true, or is that false?
Um, the No, it's true. That's true.
What part of the heart are they weighing against truth and justice and honor to allow passage into the afterlife?
Well, I mean, it's all relevant, right? It's all it's all it's the whole encompassing of the human or of the judgment. It's all encompassing.
Were you an extraterrestrial being who visited or resided on Earth?
No, but this is something that was never on the earth plane, right? This was just something that was a conscious mind collective that the god of whatever this is, Anubis, would assist us. And so, therefore, people would pray to Anubis, people would sacrifice for Anubis. They wanted to be seen as, you know, being judged less harshly, if that makes sense.
Are you an egregore or a thought form or a collection of energetic consciousnesses?
Form or a collection of energetic consciousnesses. All of the above. What was the first one? I don't even know what that is.
A thought form or an egregore. It's when people put energy into a thought, it creates that energetically. So it creates this energy system.
Right. So all of the above.
Is your consciousness and thought form energy only from Earth, or are you getting energy from other planets and other civilizations?
No, only Earth plane. That was a good question.
So are you on a journey of soul and evolution? Because probably no one's talking to you anymore. It's been 5,000 years.
They do talk to Anubis.
I do, but I mean, who else besides me and like four other people?
um Lots of people. It's still relevant today, not as relevant, but certainly there is some relevance. I'm saying, but when does the collective actually die out, right? Because does the collective just always stay? No, the collective evolves into new collectives. So, what we know is the Anubis collective back then evolves into a new collective or new relevance now. Have you completely evolved? No, these types of shifts takes thousands of years.
Where are you now? And are you still connected to the earth plane?
Anubis resides in the universe in like an energetic plane at a level that the human brain doesn't really understand. What was the second part of that question? I'm sorry.
Let's say, how do you interact with humans today?
How do you interact with humans today? Through signal lines, energy strands, consciousness.
So you are presently active in earth. Are you active in any governments or politics or moving that needle?
No, no, not governments or politics, but certainly just on the earth plane as far as like individuals.
Do you still help people in their transition into the afterlife?
Yes. So I'm getting very strongly from Anubis is the afterlife is, when it first appears to you, is usually what you believe it to be or some form of that. Now, a lot of people have different ideas of the afterlife, that there's going to be angels playing trumpets and all of that. No, there's none of that. But if you believe that Anubis is the one that's going to greet you as your soul is leaving your body and you're going up through the tunnel, then if that's what it takes to get you to accept that journey, then Anubis will facilitate that. It's whatever your acceptance of that. I've got to get in the tunnel now. I have to leave. Now, when you come out of that tunnel and you're on the other side, it's a totally different story. Yes, you reunite most of the time with your loved ones, but I've done CTT sessions where the person got up to the spirit world from the earth plane, traveled in the tunnel, and there was no one there to greet him. And that made him extremely sad. Eventually, they came to greet him, but he stood there and he's just looking at this, like these green hills, and there's no one there. There's no one there to welcome him to the spirit world. And that's extremely important. So if Anubis needs to be there in order to get you into that tunnel, get you to finally leave your body, get you to leave the earth plane, then that's what the vision will be.
Does he have any current connections with any other gods or goddesses from ancient Egypt?
Yes, they're all connected. They're all connected. Everything is connected. But particularly like they're operating on a vibrational level, which is, not earth plane.
Does he have any suggestions that people can take for their everyday life to make their lives more enriched?
Many suggestions.
We have time for three or four.
Stop putting so much value into material things. Particularly Egyptians are very, that region it's all about acquiring material things when the reality is material things have zero value whatsoever to the soul.
Bitcoin no has no value to our soul.
No, not really.
What else should people focus their attention on?
On just really evolving and being the best people that we can be, here on the earth plane. Not really so much trying to be something that we're not, but trying to be who we really are.
How do we become more authentic?
By connecting through the solar plexus to the universe.
Is there a meditation that he could help us work on to connect our solar plexus into the universe? Is that for recharging?
No, that's basically just connecting. A meditation. You send the solar plexus out to the universe to collect the information that you need, and then you put the solar plexus back in the body.
This is exactly what I teach in temporal awareness perception
Really?
and remote viewing. Yes, we teach that
Oh my
exact. I have a
God,
slide that
really?
shows that exactly. Yeah, so thank you
You're
for that.
kidding.
No, we'll definitely make sure. I'll definitely praise you in that one. We'll give you props. What else does he feel that society can do? Well, can he see the horizon of time and the horizon of humanity, where it has gone and where it is and where it is going?
Yes,
Does he prefer the pronoun he or they as a collective?
they.
So they as Anubis, what does he see in, let's say, the culture of the world in the next 15 to 20 years? How does it shift, and is it good or bad? And how can we be better in the next 15 to 20 years as a result of that?
Well, culturally, cultures are conscious mind constructs, right? We live a certain way because of our placement on the map, and we speak a certain way because of our placement on the map. But a lot of this stuff is going to start getting eroded, is what they're telling me as a collective. And we're going to go into a more global type of movement where eventually, now this is going to be quite some time out, but eventually, culture, having different cultures and languages and things like that, that will eventually erode.
Is that good or bad for the evolution of the soul?
It's bad because cultural differences can bring about a lot of life lessons, and the new life lessons are going to be on a different scale to the old life lessons. So I think the new life lessons are going to be much larger, is what they're telling me, by way of like natural disasters.
Why are those beneficial, and who is behind the erosion of having different cultures and trying to make us more homogenous or more one group?
Centralized government is behind that. That's where we're headed, whether we like it or not. Not saying that it may happen in our lifetime or even the lifetime 100 years out, but eventually it will happen where we're all communicating with the same language. Now, if you think about it, going to, say, a foreign country, landing in a foreign city, you don't speak the language, and trying to navigate through there, not speaking the language, it could be very difficult not knowing the customs, what is culturally appropriate. If you go down to the Caribbean, in some countries, eating on the street or eating in front of other people is considered like very, very rude. Or you don't drink without using a straw in anything. Well, there's a reason behind that because of infections and diseases as far as like drinking through the straw. And then the reason you don't eat or drink in public on the street is because there are other people on that street that are starving. So those are the types of things that we need to be culturally aware of when we go to a different country, and all of those things are starting to erode. That's where we are. We're in a cultural decline.
What is the cosmic plan for us being part of that cultural decline as a planet and a planetary civilization?
It's really to elevate the consciousness. If you're not bogged down with they're telling me petty cultural, blockages or hurdles, then the consciousness has room to elevate. But then the bigger hurdles come by way of like drought, starvation, flooding, um, food shortage, things like that.
Have other advanced extraterrestrial cultures evolved beyond this multiculturalism? And is that what they see for Earth?
Yes. So ETs are operating at a much higher level of consciousness than we are. They don't even need a body, right? We still have to live where we need a body and we have all these 3D experiences. Their consciousness does not require that.
And they speak to why we have to experience the veil of forgetfulness when we reincarnate.
So you can learn with a clean slate, right? It's all about experiences. If you come in and you can remember all of your previous lives and your soul experiences, then you won't have the motivation in most circumstances to move forward into a new consciousness, a new processing. You stay stuck in your old consciousness, and a lot of it is very traumatizing as well.
Anubis Collective, thank you so much for your time today. We look forward to bringing you back in and talking to you again. And Liz, thank you so much. And everybody out there, thanks for listening. We appreciate a like, a thumbs up, and a subscribe. Let us know what you think, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much. This was cool.